I'm Jared Burns. My specialty is ICU with a concentration in cardiac ICU, and I've been a nurse for about 6 years and traveling for about 3 at this point. So, nursing was something that I really didn't see myself in until kind of like my last year of high school. Um, Went through all the processes, realized that this was kind of the best way to make a legitimate living kind of year one out of college. And also a big part of it was both of my parents were very ill growing up. Being in hospitals or getting calls that they're in hospitals was kind of standard operating procedure growing up. So I think the more I was exposed to being in the hospital growing up, it kind of made me point my passion towards paying it forward and kind of paying it back, all the care that my parents had gotten over the years. I had an interesting path in the sense I spent 2 years as a nursing aide in Boston, and then I had graduated, and it just so happened that the floor I was on before I became a nurse had a bunch of positions open for new nurses. I originally had applied for that floor, which was a cardiac step-down unit type mixture of patients. And in the end, I didn't get that job, but they offered me a job in the ICU. And really, from the moment I was there, I was like, oh, this is the type of nurse I definitely want to be. I like being in the chaos. I like the critical thinking. And I just like it. I love ICU nursing, and I love kind of how critical they can be in those settings, and really using critical thinking and working with the doctors and the rest of the team to try and kind of bring this patient back from a tough position. The big why for me is there's just so much to see still in terms of obviously like travel. The travel aspect of travel nursing is definitely a big pull of it. But also there's just so much to figure out in nursing in general and the field of medicine. We're coming out with new meds all the time. I'm using new medications that we haven't used very frequently. And it's very nice to see that we're kind of branching out into this new level of nursing where it's more analytical, it's more critical thinking, and it's less kind of task oriented. And I do feel like there's a lot of aspects of nursing right now in the medical field in general that is very exciting in terms of like breakthroughs that we're making and where we see kind of nursing in the medical field in the next like 5-10 years.